Yes, hello from BBC One and welcome to our children's programmes for this Friday afternoon, which includes a special News Round Extra at 5 to 5 on Pop Fan Clubs. So let's get underway with a visit to the Play School to join Brian Kent and Elizabeth Milbank.
Get ready to play.
What's the day?
It's Friday. Change.
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 Change. Hello. Do things change where you live? Perhaps old buildings have been knocked down if you live in a town, and new ones built. Well, that can change the look of a place. And a road that's been widened can change the shape of a street.
Hello. And the countryside can change, of course, as well. Maybe a farmer will cut down a hedge and make two smaller fields into one large one. And plants change as they grow. They get more and more leaves and they grow bigger. And trees change. Maybe if somebody's planted a new tree near where you live, you could watch it and see just how much it changes as it grows.
And where you walk changes. Now, it might be carpets or new wooden floorboards in the home. And outside, it could be paving stones or cobbles or grass or gravel or even bricks. These people are making a very special brick pathway. Digging out sort of trenches. Pouring in lots of rubble and flattening it down. Funny looking paths, they don't seem to lead anywhere. Next comes the cement. And the bricks are stuck on top of the cement to make the paths. Troweling it down. Some of these paths just sort of end without going anywhere. Look a bit odd. And that's what it looks like from up above. It's like a sort of maze of paths. I think they're going to find out which path gets to the middle. It's all guesswork, really. Which way will I go? Someone in a very big hurry. Down this way and this way. Whoops, over there. Oh. He's going a long way round to get to the middle. Not that way. I think he's getting lost. It's all very confusing. Oh, I think he got there.
Well done. Hey, where's Richard?
Go on, frisk the maze there.
Some more people ready to have a go.
She's got lost.
Now here's someone that has to walk round and about lots of different roads and pathways. It's the postman. And he's got to collect letters from letterboxes. Have you ever noticed how many different types of pillar boxes there are for posting letters? Have a look at some of these. They're all different shapes and sizes. This one is an old-fashioned one, and it's set in a wall. This one here is quite modern, but look at the shape of it. It's got a sort of pie crust top. This is quite a modern one with two different slots, one for in town and one for abroad or in the country. This is a proper pillar box because it looks just like a pillar. It's quite an old-fashioned one. There's another one here. It's got lots of different sides to it and a funny hat thing. Looks a bit like a tammy. This is probably one of the most modern pillar boxes around at the moment. This oval-shaped one is an old-fashioned one. That's also got two slots there. Now this one you would only see in Liverpool. It's an unusual sort of pillar box. There is a way of working out how old pillar boxes are, and that's by looking at the front. If you look at the front of a pillar box, perhaps on this one, you can see an emblem and some lettering. It's called a cipher. The lettering means, and this is GR, so that means George Rex. So it's the initials of the king or queen who was reigning at the time. So this would be King George, and that was the king before our present queen. This one has ER2 on it. That means Queen Elizabeth II, Elizabeth Regina. This one is Elizabeth II as well. But the pillar box one, the long pillar one, has a VR, and that means Victoria Regina. So this one was before even King George. This one here doesn't seem to have an emblem on it, but it's still an old pillar box. That's a modern one. And here's another one with GR, George Rex. Another way of working out how old a pillar box might be is if you look at the front of them. At the front of pillar boxes are collection plates. Now this white metal collection plate is quite an old one. This one's a bit more modern. And here's the latest kind of collection plate. It's a yellow one with a white strip across it. Perhaps sometime when you're about, or maybe on holiday, you could have a look at all the different kinds of pillar boxes that you see and draw or paint a picture and send it into Play School.
Well, here's a postman who has to collect and deliver letters. And that's just one of the pictures in a kind of card game or card story. Now there's someone else. That's called Annie. And I'm going to show you lots of pictures of people and of other things. And every time I show you a fresh picture, you shout out what's on the picture. And we'll tell the story together. So that's Annie, remember? So we'll start with... Waited by the delivered a... Look, said, pointing to the delivered a... Look, said, pointing to the delivered a... Look, said, pointing to the a... Arrived with a lost... Said, pointing to the looked through the... Well, 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 they said. They saw... That's Annie's mother with a cake. It's my... Said. Annie's came out of the... Come and have a... And a... Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Annie, happy birthday to you. Outside the... were... a... and a... and... Now, can you remember who all those things belong to? I'll turn the cards up again, and you shout out which one they belong to. You ready? First one. Milk crate belongs to the milkman. That one? The mailbag for the postman. That bag. And who brought the dog? The policeman. Did you get them right? Well, sometimes people like policemen and milkmen and postmen and paper boys have to work even when other people are having holidays and at the weekends. And through the windows we can see someone just like that. See if you can work out what job the person has to do. Well, it's breakfast time. And somebody's going to have a nice plate of bacon and eggs. In fact, the whole family are having orange juice, and bacon and eggs and toast.
That's a nice strong cup for you. You've got everything before I sit down. Right.
We've got a lot to do tonight.
Oh, you better remind those boys about church parade as well.
Yeah, we're going to do the first aid as well.
Can we lift?
Yeah, you'll be all right. Well, I should be back in time from work, actually. I don't think I've got too much on today, really. Unless something unexpected happens.
Better watch the time, lads.
Just one last bit.
Oh, I got to school, Mum.
You've got some pâté sandwiches, some crisps, a drink and a chocolate biscuit, all right?
Okay.
Okay, then, love. Another drop of tea, love. All right. What about you, Robert?
Well, I don't think I better have any, because I think I better go to work. Get a bit late, all right?
Okay, love.
Just, right, got dash, boys.
See ya.
Right, Rob. Okay, love. Right, see you, Rob. Robbie, ta-da. See you, Matt. Be good boys. And I'll see you tonight, okay?
Have you guessed what job he does? He's going to a locker, a cupboard. What's he going to get out of there? Oh, he's taking off his sweater. So he's changing into something else. Some other clothes. A black tie. Well, that should be clue enough for you. Yes, he's a policeman. He's getting ready to go out. Before he goes out, the sergeant will tell all the policemen when they can have their breaks and what to look out for. And also, you'll note that he doesn't call them by name, he calls them by special numbers that all policemen are given.
Right, gentlemen, we're all here. 7:10. You're 1A beat. Take refreshments at 5. 7:24. You're 1B. Take your refreshments at 5:30. 221. Dog handler. Take your refreshments when you go. You're all here. They're all here, sir. In the crime book, there was a robbery yesterday outside your house in Shardlows Road. There was another robbery, 46 Wild Goose Drive. 80 eggs, gentlemen, value at £6. So if you see anyone with 80 eggs, he's worth a stop. Marks and Spencer's Limited. There's a theft of a purse. Theft dipping now is beginning to build up, especially in the Riverdale Centre and New Cross Road. So keep your eyes open, lads. It's okay.
Now he makes sure that he's got his truncheon, his whistle, his notebook and handcuffs.
Okay, put them away, thank you. Any questions before we go out? No? Okay, parade dismissed.
And also a walkie-talkie, which he tests first.
Right, 1725 Hollyman, you're off 5, pop them in. Thank you, 17.
So, now he's ready to go out on the beat. And this policeman is called a home beat officer. That's because he visits the same streets every time he's out, making sure that he knows all the people and all the shops he passes. And if they're closed at certain times, he checks the doors are properly locked. And he makes sure that the shopkeepers know who he is and they have a chat and talk about what they've seen. That small boy passes him most days with his mum and stops to say hello. There's a lot of walking about to do, whether it's hot or cold, dry or wet. And he might shelter in the doorway and have a chat with the butcher. Or call on someone who lives by themselves, just to make sure that they're not ill. Now this lady has found a handbag, so he writes down where she found it, what colour it is, and takes it to the police station. Someone has broken into this lady's house and stolen something. They went that way, she says. So he uses his walkie-talkie to ask for a patrol car. The driver hears on his radio which road he's in and quickly drives there. He gives all the information he has about the burglars and they chase off after them. Off they speed. And who is this walking by himself? Someone lost? It's Kieran. He tells the policeman his name and that he's lost his mother. So the policeman uses his walkie-talkie and gives the police station the name of the road that he's in and Kieran's name. His mummy has already reported that she can't find Kieran, and so she's soon on her way to collect him. The Panda car takes her quickly down the road, while Kieran waits on the pavement with the policeman until she arrives. The Panda car stops by them, and here she is. He picks up Kieran, puts him in his mother's arms. "Oh, am I glad to see you," she says. Well, that's just some of the things a policeman has to do when he's walking around the streets, keeping a watchful eye on everything. And when his turn is finished, it's always good to get back home.
Oh, that's all right.